हेलो दोस्तों, बिगनर्स पॉइंट में आपका स्वागत है और अभी हम कर रहे हैं करंट अफेयर्स। पीएम मोदी सेज ऑपरेशन सिंदूर हैज बिकम अ सिंबल ऑफ इंडियाज वुमेन पावर। Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that Operation Sindoor has become a symbol of India's women power. Addressing a public rally in Bhopal on Saturday, he said that India will not tolerate any form of proxy war and is determined to respond firmly to such acts of terror. The Prime Minister was addressing the Women Empowerment Mahasammelan organized on the 300th birth anniversary of Lokmata Devi Ahilyabai at Jamburi Maidan in Bhopal. He said that Operation Sindoor has become a symbol of India's bravery. The terrorists had challenged the power of women. Referring to the public welfare schemes of government, the Prime Minister highlighted the public welfare schemes inspired by the idols of Lokmata Devi Ahilyabai Holkar. He said the government is following her mantra of Nagrik Dev Bhava in its governance and has made women-led development the foundation of national progress. Women, he said, are at the center of every major government initiative. India's multi-party delegations engage globally to strengthen in fight against terrorism. As a demonstration of India's steadfast commitment to eradicating terrorism, seven multi-party parliamentary delegations are engaged in high-level discussions during their official visits abroad. The all-party delegation led by NCP-SCP MP Supriya Sule interacted with the Peace and Security Council of the African Union at AU headquarters in Addis Ababa. The delegation exchanged views on ways and means to counter terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. The all-party delegations, led by Shiv Sena MP Dr. Shrikant Eknath Shinde, successfully concluded its visit to Sierra Leone and is now en route to Liberia. Liberia. In Syria, the delegation met with the members of the Indian diaspora and reaffirmed India's collective resolve and unity in the fight against terrorism. Speaking at the event, BJP MP Sambit Patra, a member of the delegation, strongly condemned Pakistan, stating that it exports terror and shelters dictators and militants. CJI BR Gawai emphasizes judiciary duty to reach every citizen needing justice. The Chief Justice of India, Justice Bhushan Ramakrishna Gawai, said that whether it is the judiciary of the executive, it is our fundamental duty to reach out to the last citizen of this country who needs justice. The CJI said it while inaugurating newly built Advocate Chambers multi-level parking in Allahabad High Court campus on Saturday. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Union Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal, and several Supreme Court judges were also present at the occasion. The CGI highlighted that over the 75 years since the constitution was adopted, the judiciary and executive have enacted numerous laws that have significantly advanced social and economic equality in India. He added that there are big problems going on in the countries around us. India is continuously progressing after 75 years of independence, and the Indian Constitution has an important role behind this. CGI said that our Constitution has saved this country from many crises. India is progressing with the Constitution. CDS General Anil Chauhan attends Defence Forces Roundtable in Singapore. Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan attended the Chief of Defence Forces Roundtable at ongoing Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore. During the discussions, chiefs of defence from around the world deliberated on pressing security challenges and explored emerging trends and innovative solutions. They also discussed strategic decision making and shared best practices towards fostering cooperation, promoting stability, and addressing emerging security challenges in the defense domain. Astronaut Subhanshu Shukla to conduct food and nutrition experiments on board Space Station Jitendra Singh. Union Minister for Department of Space Dr. Jitendra Singh announced that the Indian astronaut group captain Subhanshu Shukla will conduct food and nutrition related experiments on board the International Space Station ISS. The experiments will be conducted at his part of the upcoming Axiom Mission 4. In a media briefing on Saturday, Dr. Singh said that the experiment will examine the impact of microgravity and space radiation on edible microalgae, a high potential and nutrient rich food source. He said that the study will focus on key growth parameters and the change in transcriptomes, proteomes, and metabolomes of various algal species in space compared to Earth conditions. The space biology experiments aboard the ISS will be conducted using indigenously developed biotechnology kits under the Department of Biotechnology. These specialized kits, tailored for microgravity conditions, have been designed and validated by Indian scientists to ensure precision and reliability in space-based research. Ahilyabai Holkar preserved India's culture and tradition. J.P. Nadda. National President of BJP and Union Minister J.P. Nadda has said the Ahilyabai Holkar encouraged religion, protected culture, and was a great social reformer who worked to preserve and revive India's tradition and culture. Mr. Nadda was addressing a program on the 300th birth anniversary of Ahilyabai Holkar in Jaipur. He said that she was a courageous and fearless woman who did historic work for women empowerment. He said that she fought for social justice and started good governance. Mr. Nadda said that it should be considered who buried Ahilyabai Holkar in the pages of history, referring to various schemes and decisions of the central government. Mr. Nadda said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is also continuously working for women empowerment. Delhi High Court dismissed Lalu Yadav's plea to stay trial in Land for Jobs case. The Delhi High Court has dismissed a plea moved by RJD chief and former Railway Minister Lalu Prasad Yadav seeking to stay the trial court proceedings in Land for Jobs scams case registered by the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI). The case centers on accusations that Mr. Yadav granted railway jobs in exchange for land parcels, which were transferred to his family or associates during his tenure from 2004 to 2009. Mr. Yadav had approved. Mr. Yadav has had approached the High Court, arguing that the CBI investigation and subsequent charges were invalid due to the absence of mandatory pair sanction under Section 17A of the Prevention of Corruption Act. Operation Sindoor shows India will respond strongly to any threat. J.P. Nadda. Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare J.P. Nadda has said that Operation Sindoor has proved that if anyone raises eyes towards India, it will be answered by entering his own house. Mr. Nadda was addressing the BJP workers who had gathered near the Jaipur to welcome him after reaching Jaipur today. Referring to Operation Sindoor, he said that due to India's action, Pakistan surrendered in 4 days. He said that Indian forces destroyed 9 terrorist hideouts in 22 minutes. Mr. Nadda said that this shows the strength of Indian forces, its bravery, its thinking, and the leadership ability of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Today, the country is feeling safe under the leadership of PM Modi. He said that Operation Sindoor has not stopped yet. It will continue. Center to launch Jan Aushadhi Kendra experimental learning program for youth. The Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, in collaboration with the Department of Pharmaceuticals, will launch the Jan Aushadhi Kendra Experiential Learning Program on Sunday. Under the 15-day program, 5 youth volunteers will be deployed on 5 Jan Aushadhi Kendra in each district across the country. Volunteers will be involved in a range of responsibilities, including assisting with daily operations, supporting inventory and medicine management, and promoting awareness about generic medicines and public health literacy. By embedding young volunteers within Jan Aushadhi Kendra, the program will not only promote hands-on learning but also instill values of service, discipline, and community-oriented professionalism. This initiative will create a vital link between youth development and public health outside reach. Health outreach will also enhancing the reach of Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri holds high-level talks with US official in Washington. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri held a series of high-level engagements with senior officials of the U.S. administration during his visit to Washington, D.C. During his visit, Foreign Secretary Misri met with the U.S. Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau, with both sides reviewing the full spectrum of the bilateral agenda. The leaders underscored that technology, trade, and talent would be the key players shaping the India-US partnership in 21st century. In meeting with Deputy Secretary of Defense Steve Feinberg and Under Secretary for Policy Albert Kolbe, both sides reaffirmed their commitment to robust and forward-looking defense partnership. Union Sports Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandviya to facilitate 487 athletes in Chandigarh inaugurate new sport facilities. Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports Dr. Mansukh Mandviya along with Chandigarh administration Gulab Chand Kataria will facilitate international and national level players from Chandigarh this evening. According to a government spokesperson, 8 international 479 national level players will be honored at a ceremony held at postgraduate college for girls in Sector 42. The players being recognized have excelled in 28 sports disciplines including athletes, badminton, baseball, basketball, boxing, cycling. The administration will also award cash prizes totaling over 5.67 crore rupees and provide scholarship worth more than 1.32 crore rupees to these players. India and Brazil strengthen bilateral ties at Shangri-La Dialogue 2025. India and Brazil strengthened bilateral ties at the Shangri-La Dialogue 2025, reaffirming commitment to a free, open and inclusive Indo-Pacific. Chief of Defence Staff General Alan Chauhan and Admiral Aguirre Fury, Chief of Staff of Brazil Armed Forces, discuss shared values and interests, underscoring the importance of a rule-based international order and a growing convergence of views between both countries on regional and global issues. During the discussion, both nations also emphasized cooperation on regional security, maritime freedom and substantial development. New Zealand's Deputy PM, Foreign Minister Winston Peters reiterated unequivocal condemnation of Pahalgam terrorist attack. New Zealand's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Winston Peters has reiterates has unequivocal condemnation of the recent terrorist attack in Pahalgam and expressed New Zealand's solidarity with the people of India. Mr. Peters, who paid a visit to the country, held bilateral discussions with External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. The discussions covered the entire gamut of bilateral relations, including trade and economy, defense and security, traditional medicine, sports, education, people-to-people ties. The two sides also exchanged views on regional and global issues of mutual interest. They also affirmed their shared commitment to a free, open, secure, and prosperous Indo-Pacific. National Commission for Backward Classes presents annual reports for year 2022-23 and 23-24 to President Draupadi Murmu. The National Commission for Backward Classes has presented its annual reports for year 2022-23 and 23-24 to President Draupadi Murmu. Chairperson Hansraj Gangaram and member of National Commission of Backward Classes Bhuvan Bhushan Kamal handed over the reports to President Murmu, expressed India's view of recent events, voiced disappointment at Colombia's statement, conveying heartfelt condolence to Pakistan. MP Shashi Tharoor has a demonstration of India's steadfast dedication to eradicating terrorism. The seven multi-party parliamentary delegations are engaged in high-level discussions during their official visits abroad. The all-party delegation led by Congress MP Shashi Tharoor, which is currently on a visit to Colombia today, met Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of Colombia, Rosa Yolanda Villasio, and her senior colleagues dealing with the Asia Pacific. In a social media post, Mr. Tharoor said that he expressed India's view of recent events and voiced disappointment at Colombia's statement, conveying heartfelt condolences to Pakistan. He added that the Colombian minister assured him that the statement had been withdrawn and India's position was now properly understood and strongly supported. Center reduced basic custom duty on crude palm oil, crude soybean oil, and crude sunflower oil to 10% to bring down retail prices. The center has reduced the basic customs duty on crude palm oil, crude soybean oil, and crude sunflower oil to 10%. The move is aimed at bringing down the retail price of cooking oils and protecting domestic processors. A notification in this regard was issued by the Finance Ministry yesterday with immediate effect. Earlier, the duty on these three crude edible oil was 20%. India imports more than 50% of its domestic edible oil requirement. India imported 159.6 lakh tons of edible oils during the 2023-24 oil marketing year, November to October, valuing 1.32 lakh crore rupees. The basic custom duty on refined oil remains unchanged at 32.5%. India imports palm oil from Malaysia and Indonesia. Soybean oil comes from Brazil and Argentina. Government asked Indigo Airlines to stop lease to Turkish aircraft after Ankara's support for Pakistan. Centre has asked Indigo to end its aircraft lease agreement with Turkish Airlines within 3 months. The action comes just weeks after the government revoked the security clearance for a Turkey-linked firm, Selby Aviation, which handles services at 9 key airports in India, including Delhi. Indigo, which has leased and operates two Boeing 777s from Turkish Airlines, had a permit to do so until May 31 and had sought an extension from the Ministry of Civil Aviation for 6 months. The ministry has refused to allow this. और इसी के साथ करंट अफेयर्स हो जाती है आपकी समाप्त.